Hi, I'm Sam. I'm here on behalf of JE James Cycles and I'll be talking you through the JE James Cycles Cyclefest briefing. What to bring on the day. First of all, you need to bring a helmet. That's mandatory. You can't ride any bikes without a helmet. The second thing you need to bring is two forms of ID. So you want one photographic ID, whether that be a driving license or a passport, and a payment method. So a bank card, say credit card or debit card. There you will be given a pass in exchange for your IDs. So you get a large pass and that gives you access to all the demo bikes, and you'll get a small pass which is an accessory pass. That's for demoing any accessories. You'll be given your ID in exchange for these passes, which we will keep securely, and you use the passes to obtain bikes and accessories that you want to demo on the day. Just make sure that you do pick up your pass after you've demoed your bike. So you hand the bike back, you get your demo pass back for the bike, hand your accessories back, again you get the smaller pass back. Please note that you do have a wristband and on that is a number, so make sure that the number corresponds with your passes. That's an easy way of making sure you get the right pass back. When you've completed your demo day, simply bring all your passes back to the sign-in tent. We will check them all and we'll give you your ID back. The Cycle Village. The Cycle Village is a self-contained area where all the exhibitors have their tents. The village itself opens at 9 AM. Other cyclists will be using the park as it's not a closed circuit, so you may encounter some people who are not on the demo event on the trails. If you do and you are faster than them, then shouting "rider on the right" is usually common etiquette, and most riders will understand what's going on and pull to the side when it is safe to do so. Please don't get up behind them or buzz their tyres. Please be mindful of other riders and their abilities. If you find yourself badly injured and unable to move, please call 999 immediately. If you see any accidents on the trail, please report them to the nearest marshal, who can relay that information to the Cyclefest village. The Cyclefest route. The main green route is mainly made up of tarmac and gravel. There are a few hazards, including speed bumps, potholes, and there's two gates. The gates should be open. If not, there will be a marshal there to open them for you. The three remaining routes are all red, so I'll take you through 1, 2 and 3. So Trail 1 is slightly longer than Trail 2. You start off in a wooded section, so there's a slow climb to the start of the track. Immediately you'll be descending, so there's going to be a big descend. Not too big. People can, don't be scared, you can handle it, it's fine. But it does launch you into some off-camber berms, so be wary of that. There's a lot of roots as well, exposed roots, so especially if it's wet on the day, be wary of those. So it's fast enough, I would say, to be able to hit twice at least in the allotted time. So Route 2 is slightly longer than Route 1. You start at the top of the hill. You start in the wooded area, so you'll be looking for hazards such as tight trees, low branches, and some roots protruding off the ground, as well as braking bumps, which are holes in the actual ground themselves, and a few stones in place, and a few berms as well. So you're going to be hitting a berm at some speed, so you want to be wary of that. It's a quick blast, it's really fun. I'd say you could probably get 2 or 3 runs off that track in, depending on how quickly you climb to the top again. The third red route is the longest of them all. It starts in the woods and is pretty much all contained in the woods, to be honest. There's barely any gravel in this, it's mainly mud. The main hazards in this will be low-hanging trees themselves, berms, rocks, loose rocks, and braking bumps or opened ground, basically. So holes, potholes kind of in the ground, in the mud. The routes themselves should have been cleaned up before you start, so they should easily be seen, and you should be able to make your way around the trails fairly easily. Extreme weather conditions. We can't predict the weather on the day. Unfortunately, we might have some bad weather but we will continue to keep the trails open as long as we physically can. But we will be periodically checking all the trails, and unfortunately if we deem that the trails are hazardous to your safety, we will close them. If this happens, please respect the choice we made. We will try and keep them open as long as possible, but be aware that it is purely for your own safety if we do close the trails. In the event of a fire or a terrorist event, please make your way to the muster point, which is located here. It's in the overflow car park. It is near the toilets, which are near the bike hire place. So over here will be the lake on which they have speedboats. Here roughly will be the cycle hire, and this will be your muster point, which is the overflow car park. Thank you for taking the time to watch this Cyclefest briefing, and we look forward to seeing you at the next Cyclefest event.